Greetings, my name is Michael Miller. This is a Michael Miller trademark training video out to you because you're watching. Thank you and welcome. It's meant for Michael Miller Pilates licensed affiliates, the Core New Core, my patrons, and anyone interested in surviving and thriving as a Pilates instructor. I get an announcement that I'm live on YouTube in the mail. How about that? I guess I only have one title today, and it's about core new tension, and that refers to the kind of tension you get when axes in your body rotate in different directions. Head to shoulders, shoulders to hips specifically, more so because there's nothing but the spine connecting in between there, between those endpoints. Structurally, I mean rigidly, not like knees to ankles to metatarsals. More bony. But it's in that. So core new tension is a name I gave to rotating in different directions across axes running through your body. Now, why are they running there? They're only running there because you have the capability of making rotation there, you know, as an organism, as a water balloon with some sticks inside. So if you're watching and you're wondering what I'm talking about, because I asked if you were going to talk about core new tension, because I saw this advertisement for a workshop on state-of-the-art biomechanics. And so because of what I'm constantly here talking about, CT and MMP, and CT is biomechanics, and MMP is a point of view of Pilates. Right? I couldn't help but comment with a question about core new tension and if it would be, I don't know, recognized or looked at or included in this state-of-the-art biomechanics thing. Mostly realizing probably no, and that whatever was being presented was not at all anything akin to. But then you never know. Maybe it's core new in another presentation. That's why I asked. And that's why I share this subject with you today insofar as I recognize Joe's book. And in Joe's book he says, Contrology develops the body uniformly. That's where I stand on Pilates being a whole body exercise method. It's a whole body engagement in the performance of the movement. And whatever the distance is from doing the mat itself, whatever the movement is meant to be whole body. My opinion, because of what Joe says in here about how Contrology does what it does. Contrology develops the body uniformly. it's to that end that I share with you what I think is an understanding of how the body enables itself to move through space by engaging in what I call core tension, which is defined as, by me, because I'm naming it, oppositional rotation between axes. And it's in that oppositional rotation between axes that you necessarily get elongation, because the engagement of core tension is an elongating engagement. I mean, does advanced biomechanics include, right? Does that include looking at the factual dynamic of the core being a grip at the hips? That the rotational dynamic of the hips is there. And not only is there, but it matters. And then it connects to other rotational dynamics in the body, and in the fact that they have a rotational expression. The rotation defines an axis, and the end of that axis is an end point, like normal vernacular. End point, end point, end point, end point, end point, end point. MMP is a very narrow POV. There's millions. What I hope you recognize is the POV that I hopefully point out, and that you can make use of it, trying to survive, or just training yourself to survive when you do Pilates. Because life can't live forever. Read between the lines and see behind the curtain. Evaluate points of view. Because if you don't, the next line is direct your thinking. Because if you don't, for whatever else you consider Pilates to be, have a clear line of view of this particular view of Pilates, because it's well-founded, like on top of Joe's book, and it makes sense in your thinking and in your experience. Add 2 and 2. Direct your thinking. Geist.